Have you ever wondered why some people easily build wealth while others always struggle with money? Morgan Housel, author of The Psychology of Money, reveals that financial success isn't just about numbers or investment strategies. Instead, it's deeply connected to human psychology, emotions, and personal experiences. In this video, you'll discover the hidden factors behind financial decisions, helping you make wiser choices with your own money. Most financial advice focuses on facts and figures, like when to invest or how much to save. But Morgan Housel says we're missing something critical: the human factor. Our money decisions are driven by emotions such as envy, greed, and pride. Understanding these psychological forces can be far more valuable than just analyzing stock charts. The truth is, we're all influenced by our personal histories. Think about the Great Depression in the 1930s. Millions lost everything. Yet, wealthy families like the Kennedys actually became richer during that crisis. Our unique experiences shape how we see money and risk. This personal perspective, more than anything else, determines our financial future. How does your own history influence your money habits? Keep watching to explore surprising insights that will change how you think about wealth. Our personal experiences profoundly shape financial decisions. Economists often assume people make perfectly rational choices, but reality is far more complex. For example, low-income Americans spend hundreds of dollars annually on lottery tickets, despite barely covering basic expenses. Is that rational? Maybe not, but it makes sense emotionally. It's their one chance at wealth. Research confirms this emotional pattern. Economists found that your financial outlook is often formed during early adulthood. If inflation was high when you were young, you'll likely avoid bonds later in life. If the stock market boomed during your teenage years, you'll probably feel comfortable investing in stocks. These decisions aren't logical, they're emotional and tied deeply to your experiences. Imagine someone born in 1970. They witnessed a soaring stock market in their youth. Naturally, they feel confident investing in stocks today. Yet those born in the 1950s had a very different experience and might remain wary investors their entire lives. Despite market changes, our early experiences strongly influence our lifelong financial habits. Have you thought about how your childhood experiences shape your money decisions today? Did you realize that many financial concepts we use today are historically new? Retirement, for example, was practically non-existent for most people until after World War II. Even Social Security only became sufficient for retirement in the 1980s. The 401k, a popular retirement plan, was introduced as recently as 1978. That means key financial concepts are barely 2 generations old. Similarly, consumer debt, like mortgages and credit cards, became widespread only after 1944. Hedge funds and index funds are even newer, emerging within the past 50 years. With these financial tools so young, it's no surprise many people struggle to manage money effectively. Why does this matter? Because our financial instincts haven't evolved yet. Just like domesticated dogs still carry wild instincts, our money behaviors reflect habits from much simpler times. We're still learning how to manage money wisely, and mistakes are a natural part of this process. Understanding this helps you forgive your own financial missteps. You're not financially irresponsible. You're simply navigating a complex new financial world. Does knowing this help you feel less stressed about money? Luck plays a much larger role in financial success than most people realize. Economist Robert Shiller once noted that the exact role of luck in investment outcomes is impossible to fully measure, yet it profoundly influences success. Two siblings raised in the same household often share similar financial outcomes, not because of effort alone, but because of the privileges and opportunities luck provided. But people rarely acknowledge luck openly. When we succeed, we credit our intelligence and hard work. When others fail, we often blame their character or lack of discipline. Our culture rewards visible success, even if it's largely due to luck, creating misleading examples to follow. Consider how magazines praise investors who became rich by chance while ignoring skilled investors who simply faced unlucky circumstances. Recognizing luck's role helps us stay humble and realistic about our own financial journeys. How might acknowledging luck change your perspective on wealth and success? Keep this in mind as you make your next financial decision. One major mistake investors make is focusing too heavily on individual success stories rather than broad patterns. Billionaires like Rockefeller often succeeded by breaking rules, actions that could have easily failed. Celebrating individual success stories can lead to poor financial decisions because it ignores the essential role of luck. Instead, focus on broad patterns of success. Research consistently shows, for example, that people who manage their time and finances wisely achieve lasting success. These consistent, broad findings are far more reliable than isolated stories of remarkable individuals. When you chase rare success stories, you risk making reckless decisions based on luck rather than solid financial principles. What worked once for someone else may never happen again. Instead, trust patterns and principles proven by widespread evidence. What broad patterns do you see in successful people around you that you could start applying today? Envy can destroy even successful people by driving them to reckless financial choices. Rajat Gupta, a successful executive worth millions, fell victim to envy. Despite his fortune, he committed insider trading to become even wealthier, ultimately losing his reputation and freedom. Envy blinded him to what he already had. Comparing yourself to wealthier people can lead to bad decisions, like risking too much or engaging in unethical behavior. No matter how rich you become, someone will always have more, tempting you to pursue more than you need. The key is recognizing when you have enough. Real wealth means having enough money to avoid making harmful decisions driven by envy. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own goals and satisfaction. Are there areas where envy is pushing you toward financial risks? It might be time to reflect on what's truly important to you. Ultimately, the hardest part about wealth isn't earning it, but keeping it. Many rich people lose their fortunes through reckless risks or overconfidence. Jesse Livermore, a famous trader who became incredibly wealthy in the 1920s, lost everything by repeatedly betting too big. His tragic end highlights a crucial lesson. Maintaining wealth requires caution, humility, and a fear of losing. Staying wealthy is about perseverance and wise risk management. Successful entrepreneurs avoid huge risks because they're more afraid of losing everything than excited about possible gains. They understand that protecting wealth is as important as building it. To truly master money, accept the influence of luck, avoid envy-driven decisions, and remember that keeping your fortune is a lifelong effort. Focus on long-term patterns and consistent, sensible actions. Are you prepared not just to make money, but to keep it? Your financial future depends on mastering this balance. Follow and subscribe to SlashLore for more inspiring book summaries.